Economic outreach to ASEAN and the European Union is being qualitatively upgraded. The transformational China-Pakistan economic corridor, a hallmark of Pakistan's all-weather strategic cooperative partnership with China, is the quintessential connectivity project. Besides contributing to Pakistan's economic turnaround, CPEC is poised to contribute to regional prosperity. Pakistan offers the shortest route to international seas to the western part of China and to the Central Asian republics through the Karachi and Gwadar ports. We envision Pakistan emerging as the gateway to landlocked Central Asia and Afghanistan. We will endeavor to reap peace dividends in Afghanistan in the form of enhanced connectivity with Central Asia. Pakistan has steadfastly supported an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned peace process. Our approach is defined by the conviction that there is no military solution to the conflict in Afghanistan. Pakistan's constructive engagement and positive contributions to the Afghan peace process facilitated the US-Taliban peace agreement and the commencement of intra-Afghan negotiations, a fact duly recognized by the international community. It is imperative for the Afghan parties to seize this historic opportunity and work together to secure an inclusive, broad-based and comprehensive political settlement. Pakistan will continue to support this noble goal as we go forward. Distinguished participants, in principle, Pakistan is also ready to consider East-West connectivity to help address challenges of poverty and underdevelopment in South Asia. But obviously, we need a willing partner that is ready to engage in good faith, that is prepared to eschew belligerence, and that is committed to meaningfully address the factors that have bedeviled peace and security in South Asia for decades. Durable peace, security, and development in the region hinge on peaceful resolution of the long-standing Jammu and Kashmir dispute. It is clear that India's illegal and unilateral actions of 5th August 2019 in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and the ensuing military siege.
कौमी सलामती डायलॉग से खिताब कर रहे थे वजीर खारजा शाह महमूद कुरैशी। आगे बढ़ें और आपको बताएं कि आर्मी चीफ जनरल कमर जावेद बाजवा कहते हैं पाकिस्तान और भारत के दरमियान कशीदगी की बड़ी वजह मसला कश्मीर है। खित्ते में अमन के लिए पुरअमन तौर पर मसला कश्मीर का हल जरूरी है। नेशनल सिक्योरिटी डायलॉग की तकरीब से खिताब में उन्होंने कहा कि खित्ते में अमन होगा तो मईशत मजबूत होगी और तमाम ममालिक अमन से रह सकेंगे। हम चाहते हैं कश्मीर का मसला कश्मीरियों की उमंगों के मुताबिक हल हो। हम
And the world saw the consequences. South Asia once again teetered on the brink. India must stop violations of human rights and fundamental freedoms in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Halt its illegal attempts to change the demographic structure in the occupied territory and implement the UN Security Council resolutions which guarantee the Kashmiris' right to self-determination through a free, fair, impartial plebiscite under UN auspices. It must also rethink its policy of fomenting destabilization in Pakistan and embrace a progressive agenda that can benefit the entire region. Mutually agreed restraints on nuclear capabilities and conventional forces remain indispensable for strategic stability in South Asia. In essence, the onus is on India to create an enabling environment. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan's vision of peace, development and connectivity offers an entirely new paradigm. Our outlook and trajectory are fundamentally transformed. The international community, particularly the Western world, needs to update their perceptions and their outlooks. Enhanced trade, investment, energy security, tourism, and people-to-people exchanges are our higher priorities. Our primary interest is in sustaining a peaceful, stable, and prosperous world order that takes everyone on board and leaves no one behind. We call for shedding zero-sum perspectives and for preferring cooperation over confrontation. Pakistan will remain committed to peaceful coexistence, cooperative multilateralism, and win-win outcomes. We will always support a rules-based and inclusive global order for advancing the shared objectives of peace, progress, and prosperity. I thank you.
Thank you, Foreign Minister, for a very clear layout of the foreign policy priorities of Pakistan. Let me now switch my hat to that of moderator for this session. And you all have seen the invites. There'll be 4 subtopics: CPEC and China, Kashmir and India, the Afghan peace process and Pakistan and the bridge building in the Muslim world. The format for this would be that there will be no written speeches, but each speaker that I will recognize is welcome to use first 5 to 7 minutes to lay out the main thoughts and the main points in that respect. Under these 4 themes, we will be addressing some key questions. Pakistan has close relations with China. CPEC has reinforced this bond, but there is also a desire in Pakistan to maintain good relations with the United States. How do we ensure that this is not treated as a zero sum? Peace with India, of course, is of high importance. Unfortunately, India continues its repression in Kashmir, and the government of Pakistan has made it clear that there can be no meaningful engagement sans Kashmir, and today Foreign Minister has reiterated that the onus is on India to create that enabling environment. There is some good news on the implementation of ceasefire at the line of control. Whether this is the start of what could become a peace process or not, we'll talk about it. In Afghanistan, Pakistan is doing its best to facilitate peace because of a conviction in our country that a peaceful, stable, sovereign and independent Afghanistan is a strategic imperative for Pakistan. Our links to the Muslim world are also critical. Lately there have been reports of some countries linking up to Israel, continuing tensions between 2 leading nations of the Muslim world, and the impact of Islamophobia. We'll be talking about all these questions and themes with our panelists today. I'd like to start in the same order. Is Dr. Hu Shisheng online? Organizers? Can you bring him onto the screen? Well, if they...
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
Let me, if you're online, let me just pose a few points for you, and then you can respond. All right?
Hello, my voice can be heard?
I'll like to raise for you a few questions. There you are. I think I can see that you are here. But first, let me also inform the audience how accomplished is Dr. Shisheng, because it is important for you to know that He received his BA in Hindi, his MA in Sanskrit, and PhD on ethnic and religious issues. And he's now a visiting scholar at the Johns Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies as well. Dr. Hu, you are at the KICR, and you are heading the South Asia Institute within KICR, and you have also played a part in studying how cordial the relationship between Pakistan and China is, and the CPAC, the central role that CPAC has played in the recent past, and Pakistan has now entered into a second phase. So, and we are now, the present government is keen to enhance cooperation on the industrial cooperation as well as social development. My question to you would be that from a Chinese perspective, sitting in Beijing, what does the second phase of CPAC look like, and especially the special economic zones that are being established? When and how would the Chinese industries be expected to relocate to Pakistan under this second phase? People are very keen to know that CPAC should have and maintain that momentum, but in fact excel it. So over to you, Dr. Hu.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Thanks for the email.
काबीना ने रेंजर्स की तैनाती की मंजूरी दी है। वफाकी